Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of the Power Rangers Ninja Steel Action Heroes Wave 1. This review is a bit later than the rest because my Toys R Us only got in all of them but yellow, so I needed to find a yellow first in order to do the review. But let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's just go ahead and start right with red. Taking a look at them. We'll take a look at it individually first, and then I'll take a quick look at red, blue, and yellow as we go next to their Ninja counterparts. But they are largely the same for the most part. It's the same basic action hero mold we've gotten used to. Look-wise, I think they're pretty good. Yes, they are a smidge more muscly than they are, you know, realistically, but honestly it's so much more toned down than they used to be, so I'm really kind of over that. I think the head sculpt on all of these is pretty well done, just like with the Ninjas. I think Red's looks pretty well proportioned there. I really like the matte finish here, or at least it feels like a matte finish here on the sash. It's on both this and the Ninja one, which I'll get to, but it just feels kind of more, I don't know, pronounced on this one or something. But yeah, oh, sorry about that. Okay, so everything else is pretty basic. You know, you just kind of got the basic colors. There's not a whole lot they can mess up from here on out. The main detail you're going to see is on the chest and on the head. They all include the sword weapon, which is the standard sort of black plastic piece. It is longer than the Ninja ones, at least that I can remember. And these all just come with that, whereas red, blue, and yellow each came with their individual one, and then like the frog weapon, as well as the saber. So that's a bit of a difference there. I don't have all the little individual weapons to show you right now. Articulation-wise, pretty standard fare. You get in and out movement here. This is where a core difference is going to be coming in, is that these joints here are actually the sort of clicky ratchet joints, which are a bit more secure, which is one of the more significant differences between these and the initial Ninja releases. You got movement this way, the obvious elbow joints. The hands can swivel. I'll be mentioning something about that in a minute, though. Nice hinge joint here on his leg for some solid motion. Single joint here. No waist articulation, and you can move the head up and down. So now let me quickly show. Here they are together. As you can see, this is the Ninja one. It is a bit darker, and it's pretty noticeable, especially on camera. He is darker, and it could just be me, but like the matte finish feels more pronounced here. Yeah, like I said, could just be me. And obviously, you can also see they actually have individual colored shurikens there, and then the obvious weapons that come with them. But everything else is very close. I mean, unless you're kind of a completionist like me, and you already have these, there's not much of a reason to pick up the new ones. Probably the nicest feature is the new joints, which are more ratchety, whereas these are very loose. So that's the main thing. Something I do want to mention is I have a lot of problems with my hands on all of these figures coming out very easily. On at least 3 of them, red for sure, blue, and I believe pink, all have problems with those popping out. So that's kind of a thing. Taking a look at pink here, who has no counterpart since they only did the 3 guys in Japan, so the girls are the new ones here, having a bit of a different mold. She features largely the same articulation. Her joints are actually the same kind-ish as like the Ninja ones, where they're not the ratchety kind, they're just kind of more loosey-goosey. That's a technical term. But you get the in and out movement, the around movement, the elbow joint there, all that fun stuff. I just like totally messed her arm up. There we go. The swiveling here, a nice range of motion on her legs. The skirt piece is really nice and soft, so you can maneuver pretty well. It's even popping out there a little bit, so you might want to be careful it doesn't tear. For sure, but it does have a little bit more movement than, say, like the Legacy figures, which is kind of nice. Then you got the knee joint here. There is also a problem here. I don't have it so much on her. I've heard it being on white, which I think I have a little bit, but I actually have it more so on yellow, of the feet molds being off, so that's having a bit harder time standing. And you can obviously move her head around, you know, creepy stuff. And the helmet sculpt is, for the most part, pretty good. I feel like it's a very minor nitpick, but like the visor's a little bit smushed in. I feel like it's more like pushed out and edgy in a way, but that could be just me, but like I said, minor nitpick. And also, a small nitpick about the girl mold is that the hands, they do hold the sword, as you can see, but you're definitely stretching out the hand, and it's a bit harder to get him to hold it, and I can definitely see it becoming sort of like looser over time. This is just totally dirty, but you know, and just having a harder time holding it. So yeah, that's a thing. Alright, let's take a look at yellow. The articulation remains the same, so I'm not going to bother showing that, but we will be just taking a side-by-side look here at Ninninger counterpart. There is a bit of a difference. He is indeed darker, but it's harder to tell for yellow compared to red and then blue. And I'm not sure... this is one of the weapons it comes with. There you go. If it's picking it up, and we don't need Nagi here for that, but I don't know if you can tell, but my helmet is like leaning to the left, and it's weird. It's kind of like a warping, and it's kind of hard to tell, but it's definitely happening. So that's kind of an obnoxious thing. But it's only on yellow that happened, which is the one that I had to wait to get. Oh, everybody's out of focus now. Okay, let's just go ahead and do blue so we can get the comparisons over with. Again, articulation is the same. Here they are together. These are actually fairly closer than I thought when you look at them on camera. It's more noticeable to the naked eye, but it's actually, I thought yellow was the least noticeable, but I think blue might be the least noticeable. The color differences being very minor. As you can see, he's got the frog gun accessory. But yeah, they're pretty much the same. It's mainly just, unless I'm forgetting anything, these side things here, the slight color differences, and then the different joints. So yeah. And then my personal favorite suit, I really like this suit a lot, so I was pretty excited for this figure out of the bunch, because, you know, the girls we didn't get, but her specifically, I really love her suit. I think they did a great job on it. Same exact mold as Pink, so there's not much anything new to go over, just I really like the suit. The head sculpt also well done. I don't have as much of a problem with her visor. Like, it's not like a huge problem, but I definitely just noticed it. But yeah, overall, just blurry right now. No, but overall, these are still solid figures. I definitely found a few more QC issues than normal, because every now and then you'll get like a loose arm or a weird mold or a paint nick, but not just for me, but just kind of a consensus with various legs being you know, a little bit uneven for standing. Specifically, I've heard a lot of complaints about white. Mine on yellow does it a little bit. It's kind of hard to see, but like his heels lifted up off the ground a little bit. For me, it was the hands coming out really easily. But yeah, overall, I'd still say they're solid figures, but just with a little bit more QC issues here and there. Like I said, if you already own the 3 Ninninger guys, unless you're a completionist, I don't think there's much of a reason to rebuy them. Also, unless you just want, if you already have these, or you're deciding between them, the main draw for the other ones is the accessories, whereas these ones, I think that their arm joints are better. But anyway, that's about it. Until next time, make sure you check out the Crazy Podcast at WritersRangeRambles.com, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Dawson Rider, signing out.